Margaret Ann Windsor, and I was kidnapped in 41 and brought to Moulton, Alabama, given the name of a twin, Peggy Ann Dempsey. I married a Childers. Carl was the other twin, and the mother, Lina Dempsey, they were born out of wedlock. She had killed both when I was there, put there, kidnapped and brought over here to a pigsty, the Dempseys. And they covered up the murders of Peggy and Carl. And so I was given the name identity, mine stolen, of the dead twin Peggy to Carl. My dad is Edward VIII. This is two pictures of my dad, Edward VIII. This is the double that married Wallace Simpson, not my father that did all those horrible lies they told about him. These are imposters, and she's an American spy, American. And has anybody ever stopped to think what it'd be like to have your own brother, illegal George VI, take you down knowing, or help take you down, knowing that you are married to Claudia Ruth O'Keefe Windsor, sister to artist George O'Keefe of Madison, Wisconsin, later near Santa Fe, New Mexico, and my mom, that's my mom, Claudia Ruth O'Keefe. My family, the O'Keefe family, moved to Williamsburg, Virginia, not too far from here. I'm in Virginia. So this was a lie. They became the Duke and Duchess of Windsor. This all went on, which is illegal. What did my father and mother go through? Sheer hell with the lies. Their daughter kidnapped, brought to this country, kidnapped by the Kennedy. Joe Kennedy was ambassador appointed by Roosevelt, 36 to 46, till they kicked him out. The Kennedy's boys were flying in and out during the time I was kidnapped and born. So you put your thinking cap on. Why was the Warren Commission covered up? This whole mess. The media has not touched it. They're controlled by the Rockefellers and Rothschilds, Bilderbergers, the Jews. They kidnapped me and my own uncle, the Freemasons. They're global, that's in power now. Question I want to ask here, I've been telling about mind control murders, and I've lived a hell of a life, every moment of it, and how people react to me is sick. But I put it up on, my prayer is I get to tell it before the whole friggin' world and see what everybody thinks about it, okay? This is Larry Flint, Hustler Magazine, who was shot while I was doing a book about mind control, MD, A License to Kill. I was living in Marietta, Georgia, at Moonraker Apartments, which had been owned by the Mormon Church out of Utah. They owned it while I lived there. That's getting into genealogy. And it had been owned by Penthouse Magazine prior. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Mr. Flint was shot in Lawrenceville, Georgia, while I was doing the book. He was shot March the 6th of 78. His attorney killed, and the person was programmed. He shot me. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, they shot George Wallace of Alabama, and this woman, Lina Dempsey, was with him, mother of the twins, the one that killed me every day in my life, that family. Anyway, I'd written about Larry McDonald, Congressman Doctor, in this, in mind control, and Warren and Rosina Matthews murders. They were forensic pathologists at Piedmont Hospital, where Larry McDonald worked. Now, that plane went down that he was on August the 31st of 83, and I was flown out to Flint's, and he says I know who was responsible for his shooting. Now, I want to turn to this. This is a copy of the twins' birth certificate. This is Peggy's. Now then, they've changed it. This is another copy. The people here in Roanoke, I won't mention the agency, said they did this under oath for violent or whatever. They know what's behind it. The month, I've got a feeling it's December, but even the birth certificates were marked through. When I had to get the one the name I have to use, Peggy, and then I got Carl's, and the others are more marked through, which is illegal. They left the 38 on that one. I don't think they did that with the original. Anyway, let me get, before this goes off. This is James Holmes, Aurora, Colorado. There's Tucson, Arizona with Gabby Gifford. And the twins, and this is a twin. This dead. They gave me the name of the twin. And this gets into the patterns I'm talking about. But the Aurora, Colorado, and NASA, which is what my hostage-taking helped fund, hook, line, and sinker. And Scott and Mark Kelly are identical twins. So the thing is, they're twins, and Gabby Gifford was a congresswoman. I just ran. Didn't get it. But my thing, too, is Scott Kelly's coming back down from, he's been on the space lab. So he's coming back down today. Martin Scott's the name of my sons who I haven't seen, and I hope they're alive. I've not known for so long. Now, I want to get to this. I wrote a long time ago, I knew about Bill Clinton, Vince Foster, who was White House counsel. This all goes back to the Rose Law Firm in Hope, Arkansas. I have to wonder why Huckabee is from there, why he doesn't know all this. Part of it you can Google. Anyway, Vince Foster, I told everybody when he was supposedly committed suicide and his body found in the national park that it was murder. Then it fit in the patterns. Now I'm Googling because of the Wayne Williams murders. This is back when I was doing the book, and I spoke with his attorney, Mary Welcome, who was going to send an attorney over to, because I had been almost killed, and I was back in Huntsville, Alabama, where I didn't ask to go. I was forced to go. So she's going to send an attorney over to take a deposition. She says, yes, I do believe you. Well, Lina Dempsey and company, you got it, the higher-ups, the Kennedys, and the whole mess, tried to kill me again. Jack Hartsfield and Sal Vazini, the police chief, FBI, both of them, saved my life, all right? Now I want to, if I can think to jump to it right now, I've been around, I'm allergic to chemicals, and my immune system attacks itself when I'm force-fed them, let me put it that way. And I've been through holy hell the last month, all my life, but the last month. So bear with me if you don't mind. Anyway, it was Wayne Williams and murders there, the black. It had nothing to do with anything other than the color black. It's part of the code, and then the names get into it. But that's when your profilers came in there, and the list by Chet Detlinger, an FBI agent, and Wayne Williams list of murders. Now, I probably am running out of space, but what if it was your son or daughter who had been programmed, didn't know it, to shoot you, or however you can program them to kill anyway, and go out and shoot the kids in Sandy Hook. And you knew your son or daughter was innocent, and hey, you got Russell Tate and his wife, that she was programmed to drown her children. So what if you knew, would you want someone to go to prison who's innocent, Andrea Yates, go to prison or a mental hospital and be treated for an illness you don't have? Mind control has nothing to do with mental illness. Why are the psychiatrists being quiet on this and all the doctors? Now, before this goes away, I knew about Vince Foster, going. But there's a whole list of them connected, and maybe if you Google it, it's the, what do they call it, the corpse. Anyway, it's Bill Clinton is part of that Illuminati, Henry Kissinger,